Hello, my beautiful African people. Welcome back to Hail and Ride African Facebook page and YouTube channel. Today, we are looking at the proposed UK Rwandan asylum policy. You know, UK have already paid the Rwandan people 240 million pounds. That's about 300 million US dollars for them to host their asylum. And some people, they want to continue their ancestors' legacy. What do you hear? How do you feel when you see, or let's look at the history when people are being put into ship or car against their will and taken to a different location. This is what we call, history told us this is kind of slavery. This is how the slavery masters operated. They took people, they bought people from Africa and took them on a ship against their will and take them over to different parts of the world to act as a slave. And when you look at this policy and what they want to do to these asylum seekers, they want to bundle them on a plane and took them into a different continent from Europe. When they said that the colonial mentality has not died off, people think that was a lie, but it was not, because their ancestors lives in them. These people that are proposing this kind of inhuman treatment on people. I understand that you want to protect your borders, you want to take your problem and push it over to Africans. And let me start by blaming this low-life president of Rwanda, Paul Kagame. Paul Kagame is manifesting as some of those our ancestors did during the slave trade. Sometimes when they said that the colonial masters came and bought some slaves, some people disagree and said, no, they forced these people out. But this stuff that Paul Kagame is doing shows that there may be elements of truth in there. Some of our ancestors in Africa are complicit in slave trade. They took money, because you see that Paul Kagame, because of his love for money, he took 240 million to accept the asylum seekers, forgetting that some of these asylum seekers, not all of them are genuine, and some of them might be criminals. He doesn't care about if we bring in criminals in his country. So long as they pay the money, anyone can come. He's a wicked man. I don't think, people say, and if you have seen that, he wants to continue in power. He's just like all these African bad leaders that always want to stay in power forever and do nothing. How can you accept money to bundle for people to bundle them on the train against their will and bring it to you just because you love money? And one area I want to touch about is that when the last videos I did about racism, I said that racism has become complex. when you look at those people that is pioneering these laws, you see that none of them are indigenous people of Britain. You look at the faces of them. Their fathers are immigrants, or they have immigrant roots. But sometimes people, this is what the racists want you to look at. Look at who is doing this. But they can deceive some people like us, because those people are just doorkeepers. They're not there. They don't have their own opinion. They put them out there so that you will not blame the main racists behind them. That is proposing these laws, even if it's against human rights. They don't care. It's all about power for them, because there is in conservative as well as in Republican in America, there is this racist base. Those people, they want to appease them, and they want to do everything that will appease them, and one of the ways to appease them is this Rwandan policy. They want to bring out Rwandan asylum policy is to appease this base. It's not like those people pioneering this law, they really love this law. No, they don't care, because most of them are millionaires already. They don't care about how many people come to the UK. It doesn't affect them. But because they want to stay in power, and because they can't stay in power without appeasing those racists, because the only reason why those racists base the vote is because of once you talk about immigrants, that's motivate them to come and vote. Once you're against the immigrants, you are their person. I mentioned Republican in America and the conservative here, but even the Labour here and Democrat in America, they are the same. They are one bird with different wings. They're the same. They're the same. The other ones is just kind of manifest them openly, but the other ones are so, laid back about their racism. Some of them. I know not all conservatives are racist, Not all Republicans are racist, but they have racist base, which they know, if they will tell them the truth. You see, I'm very much disappointed in Paul Kagame, because no other country will accept to host this refugee except Rwanda. And these people, when they want to solve their problem, when they want to push their problem away, they are looking to push it on some people. Not their people. The only way is people have rights to defend their borders, which is good stuff that they do, but you shouldn't bundle people against their will and push them over to Africa. And besides, those money you spent in giving Rwanda, you can spend this money on those refugees. If you spend 10 million every year for refugee to send them back, once they come in and you give them, you share the 10 million among them, all of them will go back, because most of them is coming here because of economic situation in their country. See, 250 million can keep people away from this country for 20 years. How much if like 1,000 people, 100,000 people arrived as a refugee, if you give them 20,000 each, half of them will leave. Or you can use the money as well to provide other measures to secure the borders, not take this problem and push it to Africa. And Rwanda, has had a civil war in Rwanda, a terrible civil war in Rwanda. They haven't recovered properly from those civil war. Thank you for watching. Peace.